What's good, YouTube? In today's video, I want to highlight Stephen A. Smith exposing the real reason why he got Max Kellerman fired. Before we get started with today's video, be sure to hit that like button for me and hit that subscribe button. Let's get right into it. September 9th, 2021, Stephen A. Smith had a 20-minute interview with Hot 97. In that interview, Stephen A. Smith explained why he had Max Kellerman fired. So with that being said, let's highlight that clip right here. Here's the video.
Well, the rumor's accurate in terms of me wanting him off the show. Let's get that out the way. Yes, I did. I appreciate what he did for the show. We were number one for 5 years. We stayed number one, and I appreciate that. What a lot of people don't realize is that not just the work that goes into that, but also the fact that it's a chemistry that you have, and sometimes it just stalls. And the audience lets you know that it is what it is, and you feel the need for something fresh. You feel the need to retool. I gave my recommendation. They ask it, I tell it. Every single year when the season, when the NBA season comes to an end, the bosses ask me where I stand. And for the last 3 years, I said, this is where I stood. But I just didn't feel that, moving forward, he and I together was the right call. And I said that to the bosses. They disagreed with me a few times in the past. Evidently, this time they understood and they made the move.
So, and the reason why I want to show that clip is because Stephen A. made it seem like First Take needed something fresh, and the audience feedback wanted Max removed from First Take. Stephen A. even said that he told his bosses for 3 years straight to remove Max Kellerman, even though Stephen A. Smith told Ebro and Hot 97 that ESPN First Take was number one with him and Max Kellerman. Okay, so remember the video I just posted about Stephen A. Smith and Dan Le Betard. In that video, Dan Le Betard told Stephen A. Smith he hates how him and Skip Bayless ruin sports media.
I hate what you two have done to sports television.
That conversation got sparked because Stephen A. Smith exposed the real reason why he got rid of Max Kellerman on ESPN First Take. So with that being said, y'all already know how we do on this channel. Let's highlight that clip right here. Here's the video.
That's all I'm saying.
How do you feel? How do you think Max feels? How do you think Max feels about all of this? About what happened with you two?
I have no clue. What I would tell you is I'm kind of sad in this regard. I don't want anybody to assume Max Kellerman doesn't work hard. Max Kellerman is a bad person. Max Kellerman is not somebody anybody should want to work with. That's not what that was about. It was about the fact that a debate show requires certain things that I believed he did not bring to the table when it came to sitting opposite of me. If his brother, Marcellus Wiley, was sitting opposite of Max Kellerman, I'm quite sure not only would they have had a successful show, but they would have had a blast doing it because their personalities, their presentations, their deliveries, etc., worked for them, just like Skip and I worked for me. Max Kellerman and I, as far as I was concerned, did not work for me. It was not a show that I wanted to be a part of for years to come. Now, to me, if I'm saying, man, get rid of this dude, fire him, he don't deserve a job in this business, that's an entirely different matter altogether, which I have never nor would I ever say. But me saying, yo, this is not the partner for me, there is no crime in that. I ain't apologizing for it. I'm not taking it back. I'm not stuttering. I'm not mincing words. That is how I feel. And guess what, Dan Le Betard? I love you to death. I'm not sure I would want to sit across from you for 2 hours a day, 5 days a week. And I think you're great. But you and I together, I'm not so sure.
No, it wouldn't work.
All right. That doesn't make it a crime. And you got people out there acting like it's a damn crime to say, yo, got love for you. You good peeps. I wish you nothing but the best. I know you're going to have this opportunity and this opportunity available for you, I just don't think me and you could work together. If you had Max on SportsCenter, or he was doing a boxing match and we were sitting on a panel together discussing boxing, I'd have no problem with him. If we were doing SportsCenter, I had no problem with him. If he wanted me on his show, This Just In, to interview me for a topic, I got no issue with him. I'm talking about specifically and expressly as it pertains to a debate show. To me, he and I were not an ideal pair. I said it before. I said it again. And anybody that asks me, I'm going to say the same damn thing. I ain't stuttering. That's how I feel. And I said feel as in present, not just 2 years ago, not just a year ago, not just 4 years ago, now. For the purposes of a debate show, he and I didn't mesh.
So yeah, man, that's what Stephen A. Smith told Dan, and that's the reason why Dan Le Betard said this to Stephen A.
Oh, it's not ignoring them. It's that they shrink in the face of the need for the argument as entertainment. It's that Kellerman offers too much nuance, so we have to make it in the form of entertainment. We have to. It's not that it's ignored. It's that the journalism becomes less important. It's the argument. It's the sparks. It's the debate that needs to be carried. The argument is not something that I pursue. I'm not saying it's not good for television. I'm not saying that. I just know that the show that you did with Skip Bayless was one kind of show, and then the one you did with Max was a different kind of show, at least in part, and you've said publicly that you didn't like how Max wasn't interested in the argument, in the sparks as you were.
Stephen A. Smith just exposed the real reason why he got Max Kellerman fired is because he felt that Max couldn't debate with him. Even though the audience feedback will say that Stephen A. Smith got rid of Max Kellerman because
Max almost seems blacker than you, Stephen A.
And that's my time, man. Self Talk News. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Be sure to hit that like button for me if you haven't already. You can go check out these other videos on my channel. Salute, and I'll catch you guys on the next one, man, and we out. Peace.